Welcome to part 2 of my Christmas Decorate With Me. If you haven't seen part 1, I will have that link down below. In part 1, all I mainly did was focus on the downstairs areas and setting up the Christmas trees in my house. In this video, I'm going to be decorating all the Christmas trees, decorating the kids' rooms, and decorating upstairs and other areas of the house that I didn't put in part 1. So let's get started. We're going to kick off this video in the kids' room, and we're starting off with their little tiny Christmas tree. And every year I always say I'm going to buy them a new one, but I just love how this tree fits in so many different places. So if you aren't familiar, we just moved to this house and their bedroom is a lot smaller than their previous ones, and I really wasn't even sure if a tree would even fit in here, but I'm glad we did end up keeping this tree because it definitely fits. I just have to put some lights on it and decorate it, and I'm pretty sure I got this from Walmart during the after Christmas sale for under $20. You guys might not know this, but back when I first got married, we had a huge whimsical tree. That was our theme for our Christmas tree back then, like 12 years ago. I had candy and like cupcakes and those big lollipops, and that was on our main tree. This was way before we had kids, and I still have a lot of those ornaments today. Since I haven't used a lot of those whimsical ornaments in years, I decided to pull those out and change it up and put those on this tree this year. The past couple years, their tree has been candy cane themed, but this year I'm changing it up and I'm going to use that red and white candy cane look on a different tree this year. So I'm going to use this iridescent deco mesh that I've had for a while, and I'm cutting random lengths. There's nothing special that I do, and I take that piece and I twist it and then I place it in the tree randomly to fill in the gaps and to give the tree a little bit more of a full look.
Come joining us all, the feeling is here today. Come on now, let's go, caroling through the snow all day. We've been good, but we can last. Hurry Christmas, hurry now. What's under the Christmas tree for you and me, oh, little baby.
So each year the kids get to pick out one ornament each and add that to their tree, and I think it's kind of funny because it kind of shows like who they are at that moment and what they're into. I always make sure to write their name and the year with a Sharpie on it somewhere so that we can always remember like what year they picked out that ornament. So this tree is a mix of little ornaments that they made at school, the ornaments that they pick out each year, along with my old whimsical ornaments.
The feeling is right today. Magic in the air, 'cause something is waiting for me.
One of their favorite things that I do in their room for Christmas is make over their bed. So this year they have a new bunk bed, so we'll see how it turns out, but I'm gonna replace their old blanket with this red and black one that I have been doing for years, and I just love it. For me, it's like a really cute like kids Christmas themed kind of vibe, especially for boys. I got these throw blankets from Walmart, and that red long pillow that matches the blanket is from Hobby Lobby, and then just a mix of different pillows that we've had for a while. And the reindeer felt banner I just hung up with some tacks, and I got that from Hobby Lobby.
Dinosaurs pose and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming
this year I'm surprising them with a little Christmas village, and I got all of these from Walmart, and the majority of them I got during the after Christmas sale at Walmart. I did get a couple new ones this year. My mom always has a really nice Christmas village every year in her house, and the kids always love it, so that's why I decided to put one in their room this year.
When everything is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night, it's Christmas.
I almost forgot to string their Christmas lights on their bed. This is something that I do every year, but then after I do that, I'm gonna move back to the Christmas village.
Christmas Day, there's joy in the air, family's near, we give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss, a green red delight with glimmering silver white. You dazzle us all from big to small. Warm laughter and white smiles, red presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day.
Moving on to their bathroom, I'm just going to change out the rugs and put a little arrangement on their countertop. I'm just going to drape some garland above their mirror.
There's joy in the air, family's near, we give thanks.
So we have this area at the top of the stairs that's still pretty empty, so I definitely knew I wanted to put a tree here pretty much just for us because since it is upstairs, not a lot of guests go upstairs, but you can definitely see it through the windows and you can see it from the first floor. So I wanted to put a tree here. Right now I'm just placing a couple filler pieces into the tree, and I'm gonna go downstairs and start on those trees, and then we'll come back upstairs to decorate this one. Since this tree is super old, there's a section of lights that are out. When I come back to decorate it, I'm gonna string some lights to kind of fill in that area.
Take me away, Christmas Day. Take me away.
Before we go downstairs, I'm gonna decorate just a little bit in our TV room, and this is where we hang out a lot and watch movies and play games. And I wanted to add just a little something since I don't have enough space to add a tree in here. So I'm gonna add some garland to our little TV console and a little collection of Christmas trees that I found at the Target dollar spot, keeping with neutrals and golds. They have a variety of Christmas trees in that area, so I just picked out a couple that I really loved. This was the only tree that I did not pick up from the Target dollar spot. It was just in Target in the regular decor area. So now I'm just gonna stagger them all along our console table, making sure I'm mixing up the styles, and some of them light up and some of them don't, which makes it really cool and interesting. right, so we made it downstairs, and now I'm gonna focus on decorating the trees that are downstairs. So if you guys see my part 1, you guys know I was in between trees. I couldn't decide if I wanted to keep the green tree in my living room or the big flocked one. And since I decided to go with the flocked one, can't decide like what ornaments I want to put up there, because I did want to change it up this year in my living room, and I didn't go out and buy any new ornaments for that tree, and that tree is 9 feet. So right now what I'm doing is kind of separating all of my ornaments and kind of looking at what I have so that I can decide what I'm going to do to the tree. And I can already tell you it's going to be minimal this year, because I didn't want to go out and buy ornaments just for the sake of this video and just for the sake of having ornaments on the tree. I really want to decide on a theme or a color scheme that I want to put on the tree for next year. So right now I'm just going to use what I have. Bought these gold bell ornaments to go on my green tree that's in the dining area. So I decided to try them out on the big white tree. Didn't like it, so I'm going to stick to my original plan. Had a couple burgundy ornaments in here. I decided to take those out and just stick with black and gold this year. It's definitely minimal, but there's a lot going on, in my opinion, in my living room already, so I feel like this is just fine. All right, let's move on to the tree in our dining area. Here are all the ornaments I'm going to be using, along with those bells that I showed you guys earlier. This was the tree that was originally supposed to go in the living room. It was just a little too small for the space, but I'm so glad we moved it to this corner because I love it over here. And you can kind of see the theme or the colors that I'm going for, a more natural, like woodland theme. I just love how it turned out.
Close your eyes, get out of your skin. Only this matters, let it in. If I could, I would.
Moving on to the staircase, I'm going to be wrapping my garland around my railing, and what I love about this is that you don't have to use anything to secure it to your railing. You really just have to wrap it around and it stays in place because it's so bendable, but it is on its last leg, so we'll see how long I end up keeping this.
So close your eyes. Do you feel the same? Only thing that matters.
This is our first Christmas in this house, so I'm using the garland that I've used for years in our old house. And as you can see, I didn't have enough for one of the stair rails, so I'm gonna finish everywhere else and see if I have any left over, and then I'm just gonna cut it and add it to the piece where I didn't have enough.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe. It's cold outside, 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 outside.
back upstairs and we're decorating the very last tree, and this actually ended up being one of my favorites. I went to Hobby Lobby just to get a little more ornaments to go with this red and white theme, just because like I said before, this was originally on the kids tree and theirs is super small, so I wanted to pick out some larger ornaments for this tree. And then I'm also going to be picking through the ones in this tote that they already had and just kind of picking and choosing what I want to put on this tree along with my new ones. Like I said, this was one of my favorite trees. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I just picked some red and white ornaments that I liked and used the ones that the kids usually have on their tree. And I love how it turned out because I do love the traditional Christmas colors. So it gives me a little bit of that upstairs where we hang out as a family for the most part. Downstairs, I have my neutral colors, and then upstairs is a little bit more traditional. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to be adding little touches downstairs that I told you guys about in part 1. I put this tree and this planter in part 1, but now I'm adding these little lights that I had hanging around, which I think is really fun. And then in part 1, I told you guys we ordered a cabinet to go next to our fireplace, and it just came in and I love it. It's super heavy. It's iron. We got it from Kirkland's. I'll list it down below in case you guys want to check it out. Now I'm just trying to figure out how I want to decorate it for Christmas. I definitely don't want to overcrowd it because of how busy our mantle is. Just trying out a few different things, so just stick around to see what I end up with. Right, so get ready for my favorite purchase of the holiday season, and it is the reindeer that look just like the reindeer from Pottery Barn. Are literally the exact same ones, and I just cannot believe how similar they are. I love Pottery Barn, but I just don't like to spend too much on holiday decor, so I'll pop up a picture to show you guys how much these actually are. In Pottery Barn, you have to buy them separately, the largest one being $80 and the smallest one being $20, and I got these for $29 at Aldi. They also come in gold, just like the ones in Pottery Barn also have gold, but I decided to stick with the black, which I think will be perfect right here on our cabinet. And now I'm just gonna leave you guys with some footage of our downstairs. I'm pretty much done. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else as far as Christmas decor, and it's so cozy at night with everything lit up. But as always, if anything changes or if we add anything else, I will let you guys know in another video, and stay tuned for another home updates video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.